G'day, movers and shakers. Check out the shit show. Oh yeah, fuck, I know how to make a mess. I really do. This is the hardest rubbish rig. So I had the hard rubbish rig, harder rubbish rig. This is the hardest rubbish rig. This one's going to be a beast. So it's already got the Sony Muteki sound system in it, somewhat so far. Twin active subwoofers, one under the seat, one under the pedals. So I'll block that in with a little trap door, and also just made this thing I'm about to paint up and seal. That'll go over the front subwoofers. That's the floor there. I've got to put a hole so that the whole thing's going to be like a big cochlear. Is that a fucking word? Like, you know, like a big eardrum. So rather than a subwoofer based thing, so I made this here. So the pedals sit at the top, and the actual subwoofer twin active. So there's one under the seat, one under here. This will go. Let's see if I slot this in now without fucking around too much. Obviously got to seal it and paint it all up. But essentially what it does is it sits in there like. Geez, I'm going to make this awkward, aren't I? Anyway, you know what my videos are like. I'm going to put it down. No, that's black screen. There we go. You get to stare at me floor for a second because, you know, I make such good content. But I'm going to slot that in now, which I've just done. Oops, mouse trapped it in there. Right, isn't it? Oh, come on. It's a shit show at movers and shakers, but anyway, so one take. And what it does is this sits in there like that. So that's slotted right in there, up against inside there. Right, the subwoofer's under there, as you can see. The pedals sit on top of it, and then when I put the fake floor in, I should have done that first. Anyway, I'll slot that fake floor in like this, like that. And what it does is it seals the whole unit, except for that hole, which is under the seat. So one subwoofer folds back into the seat, the other one bounces back up into that fake floor, back sealed. And what it does is I've done it so that it folds back, and I've tuned the whole unit so that it really oscillates, but solid as a rock. But the point is it doesn't cancel out. It's twin active, so I can do that. And it's solid as a rock, and you'll see, even though it's solid and you'll see stuff like this, it's because I've made it stay in the same with, put the steel frame in, made this seat, and steel bar running through, a quick shift. I made that solid as rock. But the point being is every time I make a bit or a component, I'll adapt it and use it and fuck with it, pull it apart, rebuild it, so that I get the right oscillations or the right harmonics, I know what you call it, frequencies going through the unit. The whole thing literally can oscillate, even though it's solid as a rock. So look, I'm putting it together slowly. As you can see, it's a shit show, but that's how I roll. Do everything custom, 100%. This is all for anyone that's new to the channel. You can pick shit like this up for free, you know. But like, that's the overhead projector. That's the actual projector that was going to do the surround image there. That one there, I've got another one as well. So I'll have one that will shine backwards for my peripheral vision, when it's past 300 or 60, I don't know. Oh, what the fuck's the peripheral vision? 230, I don't know. That one will actually go, no, actually, I'm going to use the fourth one. So this one here, I'll just put it in my daughter's room for a bit. So this one here is pretty good, and that'll actually go from the roof looking straight down, to project interior cockpit lighting and whatever's on the interior. In a sense, it'll be projection mapped in a way. Better than projection mapping, because I'm going to actually do several layers of view screens. So I'll have a projection, I'll have this big fucker here beside my window net. Actually, no, that one's darker, so I use that one beside my projection. Behind the net. So I'll have cage, half cage, door net, side safety net, fake floor pan at the side, and I can just pop on individual wheel and components for, say, if it's Porsche, I have a Porsche dash made out of polystyrene or foam where I can Velcro it straight down and lift it up with the electronics telemetry already in it. So I can just change wheel and dash to suit the vehicle, where it's MX-5 or Porsche or whatever it is, and then I pretty much just make individual wheels and stuff to suit. Like this one's my rally wheel, so I've customized a hub, and I've put some stuff here for like push to torque and telemetry and stuff like that, whatever you want to use fucking buttons for this and this. Like nice tactile switches there, and with the oscillations and everything like that, it's going to be incredible, and it is incredible. Like I said, it's Sony Muteki, and it's just off its fucking head. But the point I'm trying to make there is, I care so much about the feeling of the motor being in the right spots. The reason I was talking about this rod here, for example, there's a steel rod that has got, so it can't go any play left or right. That actually goes up to here, and I'll have eventually, I'll take that for the moment, I'm going to have a little cam that hits here from a motor, so you'll feel the right vibrations through not only the gearbox, but the actual function of it as it misses or skips, or if it's a selects. I'm going to have that feeding back some vibration through it. And the pedals I'm also putting, so you can see I've just taped it on for now just to test it. Look at this, it looks like entrails. Just the rumble motors off the fucking PlayStation controller or whatever it is. Out of those type things. Actually got 5-speed too, I'm about to hook up. Well, again, I'll modify the fuck out of all this stuff. That will go, how's that meant to see what it was like. It was matched up with the back of that piece there, so it was more like that type thing. And then the handbrake sort of sits in here. But yeah, between the vibration of the twin actives, obviously force feedback, the motor vibrators, I'm going to put an extra big motor. It's quite a big motor I've got for this one to kick the shifter. It should be pretty good, so I'll be able to do oscillations for either ABS or gravel or whatever you'd feel in a road car, slip on the pedals. That, as I said, I've modified everything with DIY, all hard rubbish for those that don't know. I've just said that before, but I haven't paid a cent for this stuff. That was an office chair that I reupholstered, padded where I wanted bits. Essentially got 2 seats and stuck them together, so this whole, it was about that thin. It's chunky as fuck now, because I'm going to have also the speaker in here, or not so much a speaker, but a I don't even know what you bloody call things, oscillate, so a bit more vibration. But this here is modified the fuck out of, and some. Look at that, looks like some organs. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So none of this could even work, but I assume it will, because I've never not got it to work, but things like this to work. But I'll just make it up as I go. But I'll make it all as one unit, skin it all as one unit, and then recut it into, so there's basically, you can, there'll be a cut along the base eventually. That whole bottom block will be one piece. I'll eventually put ply under it, a piece of marine ply, so that you can pick up that whole piece like it is that mat. Essentially the marine ply will be almost like that mat. So it'll be one piece that you can cart, and that'll be one piece you can cart. So that's how I'll do it. I'll skin it all as one piece now. Tweak it a bit, but the feeling and the sound and the oscillations and the everything and all when it's working at once, let alone I'm going to have mega dynamic and immersive lighting. It's just going to, it's going to be awesome. But again, this is all free shit. You can pay for this shit, and it kicks ass over anything really. Sure, it's not direct drive, okay, but, and with money, fuck, you can imagine what I could do, you know. But the point is that you don't need money if you use your imagination and a bit of time and effort, and you go for the whole vibe, the whole immersion, and your brain gets full, you know. So I'm going to have surround projection, like I said, everything will be covered. Dynamic lighting off its tit, as far as proper shadows and shit moving through from the overhead projection. It'll be shining down, so it'll be all the beautiful colours. But even then, from outside colours projecting in, I've actually got, say for example, I've got these two of these 2 metre RGB LEDs. These big strips will run along the roof line. And that'll be hooked the Arduino actually straight to the computer through one of the programs in the computer that'll screenshot, say, the sky in the game. I'll select a piece, and that'll get that image color to go along the roof line. So I'll have ambient scene lighting. And then I've got like these LEDs can have heaps of colours at once in the one strip, and high definition, so they're addressable. So addressable ones, that'll be cockpit inside the lighting to help the outside lighting pop into the inside here. So I'll probably put that somewhere, like, you know, like under here or something. Then I've got these ones here, like these type of things. Right, really high definition. They can do sparkly, they can do all sorts of colours. They're addressable too, and they'll actually be put in the rig, shining out, so that where, say, a bar is, or a cage, or, you know, interior type lighting. Say if I've got billboards that are red and they're really high, you know, green, red, like that, I want that to be perfectly coming through the Arduino into that, and that'll shine that, say, the red wall into the bar or into the net, whatever. I've never seen that done before. It's going to look fucking magic, because if you've got, say, rally with strobes, or what, the camera's going like that, that type of RG, that type of addressable LED, I can have that sparkle and literally strobe across the whole scene by putting it along there, so that, you know, I'll not only will the graphics follow the game, but the lighting of the graphics itself will be transferred into the rig. So that'll be next level immersive and dynamic lighting that I've never seen before. Look, you know, once it's all said and done, again, it's all free. So yeah, you can do it better with, you know, product that you can buy off the market. But once I put the marine ply under and seal it, I've got everything going I should. Last thing I'll do, and this is pretty far away because you see how slow I do shit, I make everything out of fucking cardboard and sticky tape, is that piece of marine ply I'll have on, say, maybe leaf spring or car spring or something, right? It's pretty well sprung, not airbag, not quick enough, but maybe. And just a pulley on each corner. It'll be attached to, say, a nice servo, or probably an industrial servo rather than a stepper motor. So I've got really high fidelity, or I suppose you call them poles, or what would you call it, steps in the motor. So I probably won't use a stepper. I'll probably use more of a so, you know, a flight servo or something like that. But essentially, I'll put that somewhere, and then all it's got to do is just tug on the corners a little bit with a pulley or a rope system chain. I'll probably use chain and gear, so it's accurate. And yeah, all it's got to do is pull on it a bit and compress the spring, or have it compressed plus your counterweight. So you say 100 kilos a person average, right? And then you'd have that sit on the rig, it compresses that bit, and then lets go of that tension. So it wants to pop up. So I can have the whole thing, you know, do it and actuate the whole fucking rig actuate, and also have, say, eventually whatever that ply is attached to, you know, run up to the projections. Or I can just have a separate servo that's tuned to this servo here on the projector, where the projector you know, is micro matching the movements in the floor. because people do it through graphics on the game, but I just don't believe in that. And I think, you know, if people have a seat that moves, the wheel doesn't, don't believe in that. The whole thing's got to fucking move, but also the scene has to match that movement. So you actually need the projector to sort of do this and a little bit to match the floor. Right, that's what I sort of think I can do with $0. If you got any ideas, let me know. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. For those that have and followed me through this, you know that I've been battling severe mental illness, and look, it's almost taken everything from me, but almost my life too. And you people helped me survive it, just through the community. Thanks for that. There's some dark times. I've got all the help I need now. Stuff like this helps keep me distracted, and it's a good hobby. But the people involved and the friends I've made through this community, sim racing community, look, you know, a part of my life now, and you know, help me live through this. And I've got all the help I need now, and I'll, you know, even through, you know, dialectical thinking and behaviour and stuff like this, you know, I'll come good. So that's good. So, you know, there's positives, and I can tell anyone that's, you know, going through dark places, it's hard to hear it's going to be okay, you know. So I won't say it to you, but, you know, just watch, and maybe, you know, if I'm not proud of myself, maybe you can be proud of yourself for stuff you do, you know. But again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, get the views up, and I wouldn't mind doing this sort of stuff in a factory and do proper R&D and test some of the not inventions, because yeah, some ideas that I've had and got that no one's ever done before, that have blown minds in the industry. But look, you know, one step at a time. So at the moment, I'm tinkering, making a fucking mess as I do. It's a shit show. And I'll just get this going. Old mate Fredo, check out his channel, Anthony Fraser, or Fredo's Rally. And he's a big believer in, fuck, if you're going to do something like this, just get a real car part, or even just get a real rally car, build a real rally car. But he still gets what I do, he gets it. And sort of says, Steve, you know, fucking just get it together. People want to see you drive the fucking thing, you know. I'm a little bit more patient and a little bit less caring about my content. Sorry, guys. But I get his point. There's no point in me just ripping things apart, doing it until not getting a perfect product or perfect working thing and never playing it. For all I know, this thing doesn't fucking work. But I get it. So great. I always take all your advice on board. You know, good or bad, leave it. I'm open-minded and I'm thick-skinned. So, but he's got a point, and I take it on board. So instead of the shifter fucking thing that I was making forever, and I just, you know, I'm okay. I don't mind working on something for fucking ever, and then just going scrapping it. Like Elon Musk does. Like, if you don't need it, don't do it, right? So I just changed it instantly, and the results were pretty good. Half the size, stiff as fuck. I've got that mechanism there. That was a 5-speed. Put the bar through it, so you can't leave it left or right, just up and down, and back. Now I can start fucking playing somewhat. It's a step out of the way. It's not what I ideally wanted, but I'm a dreamer, and you know, when you're spending no money and you just don't want to buy something, yeah, you could be tinkering with it for fucking ever. So a solution is a good thing, and it still functions pretty well. I will tighten it up. It's got the right throw, but I will tension that up so it's pretty hard to pull. I'll probably put a rare earth magnet in there too, something like that. But yeah, look, so we're getting there. Yeah, look, got nothing more to say, which is unusual, isn't it? Thanks for watching.